Agriculture in Minecraft. I think it's completely safe to say it's one of the most important features of the game. While for newer players it's a great way to get resources and food, for later game players it's also a vital ingredient for villager breeders. But it's not very pretty. I mean, a 5x5 farm on your first night is very useful, but in the late game when you return to that same spot in your world, it's gonna look ugly. So, I've compiled 8 Minecraft farm designs that you can add in your Minecraft world. Now please note these are for late game players who just want to fill up some space in their world. By all means you can build these in the early grindy stages of the game, but I personally recommend these for the later game players. As well as this, only one of the farms, this one over here, is even slightly automatic. All of them are designed to look good, not to be efficient and not to be automatic. With that out of the way, let's get right into the video. So the first farm design, and quite a lot of the farm designs, is a very simple concept. It may look very complicated and messy, but it's actually pretty simple and it really looks nice. It's basically a hill. Now, as you can see, I've made a small little rock formation and sloped up some ground around it. And with this, I've compiled a small little fence around it and some cliffs to border it off. The hill itself is made of dead coral, cobblestone slabs and stairs, as well as the new stone and andesite stairs, but it can still be built in earlier stages of the game. The outer rim is bordered off by oak logs, stripped spruce logs, and spruce fences, with a section of barrels, chests, hay bales, and pumpkins. Over here we have some scarecrows to make it look used and maintained, with fences going all around the border. We have areas of waterfall and just slightly hidden water sources to hydrate the farmland. We also have some dead bushes, tall grass and wheat seeds just to variate the crops ever so slightly. And I personally think it looks really awesome. In fact, this is my favourite design of the lot. Moving on, we have a pig pen, potato farm and carrot farm, with a little scarecrow as well. The pigsty is created with all sorts of slabs, stairs and walls just to make it look makeshift and man-made. On the inside there are loads of dark brown scale blocks gradiating into the darker shadowy areas to make it look like mud. I've used things such as podzol, soul sand, dark oak and brown concrete powder to emulate mud and make it appear like a natural spot for pigs. Over here we have a trough filled with grass paths, podzol and potatoes, making it look like the pigs are feeding from this. And over here we have a water trough made with waterlogged spruce trapdoors for a place for the pigs to drink. We then have an archway over here with a gate which you can walk through to enter the field. This is a potato and carrot farm, and it's very similar to the muddy section of this. It has loads of brown scale blocks, as well as oak fences bordering it, as well as a shed and a scarecrow to make it seem a little more maintained. Finally, we have a spire. Now, this is what makes it very similar to this. This is because the pig pen is ever so slightly blended into this, so it's built around this spire. If you have any similar formations around your world, or you wish to build any, this is the perfect thing to build around them. Next up we have a sheep enclosure, and this is slightly different to this concept, as rather than a rock formation, you have a tree. Now this is a very simple oak tree, although I've made it into an apple tree by hiding rose bushes in the leaves. The trunk curves ever so slightly, and it has red mushroom blocks, acacia slabs, brown mushroom blocks and dead horn coral fans to simulate steppe mushrooms growing on the side. We also have netherwort growing on soul sand, as they look very similar to fallen apples. The leaves have dangling vines made of green stained glass, and we have shaded areas with green terracotta, as well as lighter areas with lime terracotta and lime concrete powder. We have a watery area filled with kelp and seagrass, as well as lily pads and sugar canes for the sheep to drink from, and we've textured the grass with coarse dirt, stripped dark oak wood, green terracotta, green concrete powder, grass, green wool and podzol. We also have various plants around the place such as tall grass, ferns and lilacs, as well as a dark oak leaf border with oak fences and a gate to enter with. For my third design we have a chicken coop and a wheat farm. Now believe it or not, this is actually semi-automatic. This is because we have hoppers hidden underneath the brown carpet. This means whenever a chicken lays an egg, the eggs will enter this chest here, and the hoppers are hidden beneath the carpets. You can also enter the chicken coop itself using the trapdoors, entering you into crawling mode, so you can crawl into this section here. We also have some nest designs. These are very simple to make. All you need is an item frame placed on the floor, stripped birch wood and dead horn coral, and it really looks like an egg in a nest. You don't even need the birch wood and it still looks slightly like a nest. If you like, you can even hide these in your trees here and there to make it look like something is nesting in it, although I personally don't like the grey colour of it. Around the back we have some wheat and hay bales. We have a waterlogged spruce slab to hydrate the farmland and coarse dirt to texture it a bit. The coop itself is very simple. It's a small little hut with a diagonal roof made of dark oak slabs. For our next design we have some stables. Now this is a very simple design. Each stable goes back by one block and is bordered by dark oak wood. The roof is made of hay and oak pressure plates and slabs, with a second floor as well, with a very simple roof design. On the inside we have hay bales, grass paths, glowstone and oak pressure plates to simulate hay, and at the back we have waterlogged nether brick stairs used as a water trough. In the second stable we have a ladder going up into the second floor, where we have just a little bit of storage for the hay. Moving on, we have a design for a more desert city build. As you can see, we have a very tight-knit little path going around with barrels and leaves and little pergolas above, giving you shade. However, this is bordered off by a riverbed and oak fences. The riverbed contains wheat, sugarcane and cacti, which are allowed to grow by waterlogged spruce slabs. As well as this, we have a sandstone overhang which separates the path away from the riverbed. And beneath the riverbed we have seagrass and kelp, just to make it seem a little more natural. For my penultimate design, we go back to the very simple concept of a rock formation. Now this is actually two rock formations connected with a waterfall. We have a small little path going up here, and right at the top we have a nice little pond. Now this pond cascades down into a waterfall which flows slowly down into the bottom section. This is separated off by a spruce fence, and it's smoothened with jungle stairs, granite stairs and stone stairs and slabs. And for my final design we actually have 3 farms next to each other. Now this can be extended however big you want or however small. This is a very simple granite path which goes up and down, and I really like this design. Granite is one of my favourite blocks as it mixes super well with dirt. We have a makeshift wall made of andesite, stone and cobblestone stairs and slabs and walls, and we have the simple design of strips of wheat and farmland here and there. On the other side we have some more unusual crops which don't have as much of a use. Here we have some sunflowers which in real life would be farmed to make sunflower oil and sunflower seeds, while on the other side we have some berry bushes which could be similar to grapes. growing on small little vines which also go along in strips. There is a perimeter of oak leaves also going fully around the area to simulate the hedgerows that you may find between different farms. And that is it for my 8 different farm designs. I do hope you enjoyed, and I do hope you find this useful. In the future I may create a world download for this world, as I personally think these farm designs are very useful. Please let me know down below what other designs you'd like me to build, and also which of these were your favourite. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye!